Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to be checking out the ADATA SD810 external SSD. ADATA is sponsoring today's video, but I want you to know that any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this drive or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. And they do have multiple storage capacities, 500 gigabytes, 1000 gigabytes, which we have here, 2000 gigabytes, or 4000 gigabytes. So pick and choose which one you need. And for those interested, this will work with your PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X and S, and we get speeds up to 2000 megabytes per second read and write. Now let's open this up and see what's included. Here are all the contents. First up, we have your quick start guide in multiple languages, walking you through getting everything all set up and connected. Then we have your connection options, USB Type-C to Type-C, and a USB Type-C to Type-A cable. Both are included. And then last but not least, the drive itself. Take a look at that drive right here. This is a very durable drive. So it's actually drop rated 1.22 meters, which is pretty neat. And it's IP68 waterproof and dust proof for its rating, which means basically it can sustain in less than 1 meter of water for 30 minutes and still survive. So you have some nice durability and protection, nice metal case. It even says IP68 on the side. You probably won't be able to see it there, but it does say IP68 right there. And then we have a little cover here that we can pop open to reveal the USB Type-C port. So that's why we have Type-C for both of those cables. One end's gonna have to connect to the drive, and the other end, as you see fit, will connect to your computer. So that's what we got going on right there at the drive. So make sure if you're going to use this near water or things like that, that you have that cover properly sealed to make sure that it will sustain. But we got a nice durable drive enclosure here, and it's very small and compact. Now let's go ahead, let's plug it in and try it out. Using the included USB Type-C to Type-C cable, we have our external drive connected to our computer. It does power up and illuminate blue with this little light there, if you can see that. We have a blue light on the drive, so we know that it's working properly. And looking at the drive properties within Windows, 931 gigabytes or 1 trillion, yes, with a T, 1 trillion bytes for 1 terabyte of storage. Before we get into the specs, just for fun, I wanted to show you, we have 100 gigabytes here of 4K video footage. I thought I would start dragging and dropping that on the drive so you can get a better feel for the performance here. We're getting 1 gigabyte per second transfer speeds with, again, this is multiple videos. I don't know, 70 videos. I don't know how many are in here. Quite a few. 70 might be too many, but you get the idea. We have a lot of footage here. 4K videos, anywhere between probably 1 gig and 5 gigs, maybe a couple 10 gig files there that are copying over right now. And it's going very smoothly, very fast through our USB Type-C port. If you're not seeing similar results or better results, make sure you're connected to the proper USB drive on your computer to get the fastest speeds possible. This won't be as fast as the NVMe drive that's installed on our Gen 4 port, but it's still very respectable for an external solid-state drive connected via USB Type-C. Taking a closer look at this drive's performance, they advertise 2000 megabytes per second read and write speeds. Let's take a look at some popular free benchmarking results to see if we got anywhere near their advertised performance. So using Crystal Diskmark, we actually overachieved and surpassed their read speed. We got a score of 2028 megabytes per second. We fell a little short in the write department at 1480 megabytes per second, but very respectable. And honestly, with a drive like this, I would expect the read to be faster than the write, so no issues there. And we tell a similar story with Nova Bench. We have a boost in the write, but our read fell just a little bit. Very respectable at 1942 megabytes per second read and 1852 megabytes per second write. And typically we see lower results with AS SSD, and that holds up true in this case. 1734 megabytes per second read and 1504 megabytes per second write. And for those that like to use Blackmagic, we got 1745 megabytes per second read and 1548 megabytes per second for our write speed. Couple things to make sure you don't forget. IP68 rated for both dust and water protection. That means it can withstand being in up to 1 meter of water for 60 minutes. The drive is also drop rated at 1.22 meters, so that's going to be about 4 feet. So think about dropping dropping it from arm's length, shoulder's length, and below, so your data will be protected and secured with its durable exterior to protect sensitive data if you want to use this drive on the go. And this drive is supported by a ton of different devices, whether that's Windows, Mac, Android, iPhone 15 Pro and Max devices, Linux systems, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series S and X, plug and play compatibility. And to make things even more compelling, the cost per gigabyte is very affordable. We're actually 1 penny below average, which is great. That's where we want to be. That just speaks to the better value and performance that you get out of this drive versus the competition. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we actually have an above average warranty on this drive, 5 years instead of the average of 4.4 years. So where does that leave us? If you're looking for an external, portable, and durable drive, whether that's dust, water, or drop protection, as well as multi-device compatibility that's plug and play, and it's going to come in at an aggressive price point, look no further. You have a solid choice right here with our SD810 external drive.